Today we're driving something really special, the Czinger 21C. If you know anything about this car, you probably know it has a lot of 3D printed components on it. And that's true. There's a central carbon fiber tub, and then at the front and rear ends, it's pretty much all 3D printed aluminum that comes out of its parent company, Divergent, who also prints parts for defense and aerospace clients. It's wild-looking stuff. It looks almost skeletal in its organic, spindly shapes and narrow contours, each of which have been optimized precisely for the required loads and aerodynamics through Divergent's proprietary solving algorithms. Czinger plans to build 80 21Cs total, and about 10 have been delivered thus far. They're assembled by hand in this warehouse in Southern California in a process that's very manual and takes about 800 hours for each car. This is the low downforce VMAX version without the big rear wing. It has a longer rear end that's tapered, and so it can do 253 miles per hour. The cost? $2.3 million to start. So in the back we have a 2.9 liter V8 twin turbo designed by Czinger, completely custom engine, revs to 11,000 RPM. On its own it makes 750 horsepower. And then at the front, each side has an electric motor that powers each front wheel. That adds another 500 horsepower peak for a total of 1,250 horsepower. Jeez, this thing is fast. It weighs just over 3,600 pounds, which doesn't seem maybe that light for something this special, but remember, it's got those 2 electric motors in front, it's got 1 electric motor in the back, which is where it harvests energy for the battery. It's got about a 2 kilowatt hour battery pack in each door sill, and all those things add up. You know, a Corvette CR1X, we haven't weighed one yet, but that's going to weigh 4,100 pounds or so, based on E-Ray and regular Stingray. So this is 400 or 500 pounds lighter than that. All right, let's give her a little go here. Down in first, both pedals, 4,000. Here we go. Very race car like, not surprisingly. Makes a lot of mechanical noises at low speed. You hear some kind of transmission clunks. It's a X-Track single clutch automated manual, so it's a little clunkier and more mechanical than the dual clutches that we're used to nowadays, but man, this thing is just mega fast. Let's go. It's so easy to get to 11,000 RPM and hit the limiter. It happens over and over. The paddle shifters have this wonderful mechanical feel. The steering has a great heft to it. The brakes have kind of a great top of pedal response, but then they need a lot of force. It's very much a race setup. Here we go, wind it out a couple times. Jeez, gets up to speed. And you know, a lot of cars talk about having a canopy feel or a jet fighter feel, inspired by jet fighter, you know, all the way back to the original Acura NSX. But nothing does it quite like this, right? It's a single person wide stacked seating. The view forward is crazy. You're in this pod, it's clear up, you can see all the way around you, 360 degrees. And, you know, really, you look forward, you see the big fender arches, and as I brace my knees on the side, it's almost like I'm bracing my knees on the front fenders. It feels like I'm wearing this car. It's not super, I mean, it's kind of loud in here, but the V8 itself isn't super loud. You can also hear some, you know, electric motor whines. You can feel the gap in power delivery there and the upshifts. It took a little bit to get used to it, but I mean, we're pretty comfortable now. I had a little bit of seat time. It's pretty easy to start pushing. It's pretty low to the ground and pretty stiff, although it's gobbling up this little stuff pretty well. But you can occasionally get a little wiggle out of some of these bumpy corners. It just is hooked up and goes. In the non-performance realm too, it's got some other kind of unique features. The air conditioning vents actually blow out through this strip across all the way back across the top of the door. So it's almost like a shower of air just hitting you at kind of neck level. God, it just sticks. These are on the quote-unquote street tires, which are Michelin Cup 2s. There's also a Cup 2R track option. Hilariously enough, they also list a winter option, which are Michelin Pilot Sport 4Ss. We'll go to the tunnel, see what it sounds like. This is a singular experience. I mean, this central cockpit view, canopy view, it's really incredible. It's like nothing else. Even the other central seat cars, you know, like the Gordon Murray or the original McLaren F1, you know, have passengers outside of you. So this is really more true cockpit fighter jet, right? Where it's one in front of the other. Unlike a lot of the hypercar competition, the 21C is a very real car. It meets emissions regulations in all 50 states and has undergone some 40 different crash tests. Divergent is already making 3D printed parts for other high-end automakers, such as McLaren, Aston Martin, Bugatti, and a couple others that don't want to be named. But CEO Lucas Czinger told us they're also in discussions with mainstream automakers, and the economics of 3D printing parts for mass-produced vehicles isn't that far away. We can't wait to see the larger impact this company has on the future of car making. Sounds pretty good.